Highest, so I got a +8 to survival. I didn't do very well with it just now.
I have a 6 in survival.
My survival is worse because my profession is basically survival.
My character is actually Beyonce, and I think we all know that she's a survivor.
True.
Oh, what we're looking for. So Coriel is the one with the highest?
Well, I mean, I
think
rolled
so.
higher.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Then again, I am, 2 minutes behind you guys.
Yeah, modifier-wise, I think I'm the highest.
Yeah.
I need you to roll again. And also, I'm going to move you guys this way.
Shouldn't we be on one square?
Yes, but you kind of got turned around.
Oh, boy. Well, that's solid.
That is. Ooh. Okay. I need you to roll one more time.
All right.
And
let's go.
For interest of fun and fairness, roll a D something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll a D6. We'll determine
lost.
which direction. Oh, this will be fun.
We're somewhere.
Yeah, you're back at the old. You find that old cabin. God, what are the odds of this happening?
I know, it's like you kind of made it happen.
No, I didn't.
1 in 6.
That's.
That's
I forgot about that cabin.
quite literally the odds.
But hold on, let me see if the bugbears are still in pursuit.
Also, each of these squares typically takes like a day to travel. So,
yeah.
God, how long have we been running?
You've been running for 3 days because they've been trying to. Some of that group has been trying to pursue you.
Right.
Then.
I just mean if we were like out here.
Is it the part of the group we can win against?
Normally, it would take us that long to get 3 days.
Well,
Suddenly,
that I can't.
We're 6 days out.
That I can't answer, but I can say that the bugbears do have some of the best perception of that group, so they're leading it. But after about 3 days, you have lost the group, so congratulations.
Yay.
But you have been severely turned around. You wander for about an hour, and then you find the clearing where that abandoned cabin was. Well, and because I know this, you see a familiar sight, cooking dinner.
Whack.
I know, right? It is whack.
Yeah.
How we got here in 3 days despite it being 6 days away.
Well.
It's like it was contrived.
Yeah,
It was not contrived. This was random as fuck.
I mean...
Yeah, there was a whole 1 in 6 chance of it happening.
We ran 2 days distance in 1 day's time.
No, you were running for 3 days. In fact, I need you to roll... what would be, I guess, fortitude saves real quick. I should have made you do that as well while we were doing the perceptions. Or the survivals, excuse me.
I had an arrow piggyback me. Thank you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Well, I mean, why not, right?
I didn't know he could do that.
Well, I mean, they can lift the same amount of... They are pretty strong, my undead, so... And I'm not carrying anything, so I know I'm not heavy.
Anton is the only one that really struggles, and after a day of running, or 2 to 3 days of running, you are considered exhausted in terms of your status.
What does that
Everybody else, it gives you massive negative penalties. I think we've done it before. Hold on.
It's a bit rough. Well, the first level exhaustion isn't quite so bad.
Yeah, just first level right now. It is in the condition sheet. But you are at a -6 penalty to your strength and dexterity. After an hour of complete rest, you become fatigued. And with fatigue, you just need a full rest to get rid of that.
So he's at level 2, basically.
Yeah, fatigued is level 1, I guess, and exhausted
Yeah.
is level 2.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So basically, you need to rest for an hour.
To at
And
least
then-
get that to fatigued.
And then 8 hours.
Well, you do have a cabin.
Yeah. Sure do.
And you do see King there.
What does
Again.
King do at our approach?
Again, where does King go? Well, King will go back to that old hunting cabin. Where do we wind up next session? The old hunting cabin.
Yeah,
Look.
crazy.
Look, you rolled a double 1, so I had to throw in the biggest threat that was still out there on my table. You decided to attack it, and then they pursued you when you retreated. I mean, I don't know what to do.
Well, it's also that we went north and the hunting cabin's deep south. So,
I should have made you random roll each survival check.
I'm
I
not
should have
really
done that.
complaining. I just think it's very funny and dumb. That's all.
It was as stupid luck as possible. Anyway, what does King do when he sees them all?
I mean, I don't have any reason to believe that you're enemies.
No, not really.
I mean, what do you do when you see King?
So we're still a little too tired to do much of anything. I'd probably just sitting there panting and looking up at you.
Yeah, they look like they've been running for
Right.
days.
No, I mean, is like, oh shit, it's King. Grab your sword, or it's, oh shit, it's King. Hide. I mean, what's the reaction?
Probably just like, oh shit, it's King. That's about it.
Oh shit, it's King. Anyways, here's Wonderwall.
What?
Gonna be the day when I bring it all back to you.
King's just sitting there at the fire, strumming a guitar,
now it's
learning
good
the
to
chord.
somehow realize what you gotta do.
I don't
I don't
believe
believe
that
in
anybody.
Hey,
feels
DMCA,
the
DMCA,
way
DMCA.
I do.
Oh, you think we're doing this well enough to DMCA to pick?
You know, that's a song in college that we pretty much sang a cappella almost all the time because somebody would always bust it out on a guitar.
Cool story, bro.
Alright,
I can't
well...
wait for that 30-minute silence on the recording, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Gonna be great.
Oh, no, you keep that at the end, and it'll be just like the break afterwards. That's how it ends the session for the next recording.
Guess, should we just set up camp here?
I mean, it's like, oh, hi, King,
Not
and
much
everybody's
else.
panting and exhausted.
Break out the tent.
I mean, it's just kind of like, you do your thing, we'll do our thing. Is that cool?
Well, I can only assume you guys are showing up for no good reasons. So it's like, ah, shit, it's you people. I take a spoonful of, well, I guess whatever stew that I'm cooking, head inside, grab my chest of supplies, and march off.
Where are you going this time?
I'll tell you later.
Man, what's he doing with that giant box?
I just assume that when you guys show up exhausted, panting, and one of you clearly on the depth of exhaustion, that you're not here because you were so happy to run to the hunting tent. You must have been running from something.
Kind of looks like one of those ones from the camp, huh? Crazy.
Oh, you want to fight about it?
Do you?
I mean, I don't think you could.
I mean, I could. I made my fortitude save.
Sure. I can also run back towards the thing you were running from and be safe.
Well, maybe. Anyways, I guess since he's leaving, we get a whole cabin.
This place is falling apart. You weren't here when we originally found it. There was like an undead hunter inside and like a feral thing on the outside. It's in ruins. Crazy. It's not that great.
Well, I'm still gonna have the tent.
I mean, it's
not that great, but at least it's something.
Sure, it's a big old obvious clearing that the goblins and everybody already know about because they also camped here. King camped here with them. They know it exists.
Since you've been here, King, you have not seen any hobgoblins.
I just meant they know it. You know, it doesn't matter. If King was here by himself when that happened, so it's not like I could share it. Oh, I guess I could. As I'm leaving. Hey, they know this place exists.
Oh, that's great.
Auburn shouts, "Wait! Please!"
About 240.
What? What does that mean?
It took me a second.
Yeah,
I don't get the reference. I'm sorry.
Wait.
Oh,
yeah.
You bastard.
One could say our DM had mass confusion.
Yes, he did. She shouts, "We could use your help still."
I offered a reasonable wage.
To who?
The Treebeard over there.
She looks at Coriel and Sirach because both of them have beards.
Yeah, only one of them's wearing tree armor, though.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. She looks at Sirach. What was the offer?
The offer was like gold and like 2 magic items, right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, it was a specific amount of...
we settled down.
I don't remember the specific amount.
You said gold and 1, and I was like, gold and 2. And that's when we split ways.
Yeah, and then you just kind of vibed out.
Yeah.
It's just like, don't feel like negotiating.
I think it was more that you were negotiating the magic items instead of the gold, and I was like, yeah, well.
Well, yeah, I mean, those
are
a little more limited.
Yep.
She does. She shouts, "I'll take that deal. We'll pay partially now."
I feel like that's the stop mid-footfall. Like, one foot's still in the air. Like, what do you got?
She takes out the woodland cloak that who claimed that? Did anybody claim that?
Nobody at all.
Yeah, I've already got a cloak.
Everyone already has cloaks.
Summons animals.
That's useless.
It also makes you better at dodging and being tough and resisting mind control. You know, that stuff.
Animals are delicious.
Is that a lie or is that true?
Technically not wrong.
No,
not the animals are delicious part. I mean the dodging and resisting mind control.
Yeah, technically not wrong. Those all are effects of the saving throws.
It's basically a cloak of resistance as an extra thing on top.
Yeah, but here's the problem. We're talking about in character, though. These are out of character questions. So when I shout, "What's it do?" and she says, "Summons animals," I'm like, "Well, that's a piece of shit." And I guess Sirach says something like, "It makes you better at dodging and resisting mind control." And it's like,
and stuff like that.
Is that true?
Yes.
All right. How much gold?
How much is the cloak?
No. Gold and items.
How much gold do you guys actually have?
A fuck ton.
according to this, 460, and then what is this? 7650 is the total of all the stuff that we have, what it's worth.
It's still funny to me how much money Justin burned.
Yeah, we have platinum
stuff.
We'll just do the platinum.
Oh, making all of his things, yeah.
Yeah, it went nowhere with, by the way.
Well, I mean,
we sold a bunch of stuff.
All of your NPCs still have them, so a lot of that masterwork stuff.
Yeah.
And we leave them all at camp all the time.
You can send them out to do raids.
So, pick a gold amount, somebody.
125.
What was that? Sorry, I was coughing.
125.
I'm not hearing the first number. I'm sorry.
125.
250.
125. Wow.
Yeah, I figured you were going to double it no matter
Actually, no, 250 was honestly what I was thinking before anything. It just happened to be funny you said 125, which is, as we all know, twice the amount that I was...
180.
250.
All right, how about just an even 200?
How about 250?
200 plus the cloak.
And 50 gold.
Damn it. You were a stubborn bastard.
He sure fucking is.
All right, he doesn't apparently want to haggle. Do we want to just buy him off outright?
I mean, I leave that to you guys.
Auburn says we can afford it right now. We might as well get the extra muscle.
How long does that contract last?
Until something better comes along.
Okay. Just checking.
I am a mercenary. I work based on payment, not the honor system.
Well, then this is just going to go sideways at some point anyways once someone offers him anything better. And we're out 250 gold. And
that's why the magic items are important. You understand that one of your heads is worth 250 gold, right?
Actually, it's only worth 100 gold, but that's besides the point.
Oh, so the price has gone down. You realize 2 of your heads is worth about 200 gold, right? The magic items is what really makes it valuable.
Well, we just got our teeth kicked in, so it helps to have some extra muscle on board, at least for a little while. At least to get us to the fort.
Yes. In the chat, I'm sorry to interrupt. In the chat is like what the cloak does, okay? If that matters to you.
Oh, that chat. I'm like, I don't see anything happening in Roll20.
That was the first thing I looked at.
Sorry, I should have did it in the other one. Here, I'll put it in the other one for posterity's sake. I broke it up into 4 different posts, okay?
No, there was a limit.
Well, I mean, in fairness, we keep talking, but nobody's actually agreed to the deal yet.
Auburn wants to agree to the deal.
I'll agree to the deal. Again, just to have some extra muscle to get us to the fort at the very least.
So is that +1 resistance bonus on all saving throws? On all saving throws. Okay, I didn't see the word all in there.
All saves.
Yeah. Yes, so fortitude reflex and will go up by 1.
What's kind of funny is that cloak would be good for Ilnam.
I know.
I mean, only specifically because for some reason his certain thing gives him speak with animals. Anyway, alright, sure. So you guys planning to stay here, or?
Now, Auburn says the plan is actually to try and find a fort in the forest that may have been attacked. That might be a location of where the Rangers are.
No, I mean right now, though, because you're running away from something, quite clearly.
I think we've lost them. I think staying here a night might be good, then we'll just leave in the morning.
Anton needs to rest before we can push on anyways. Any more of that soup?
I assumed I just left the soup in whatever pot it was
No, I
boiling
assume you
in.
just grabbed your chest and left the soup there and
Yeah,
walked away
just-
from it.
Yeah,
so.
that's
There's
what I'm
still
saying, is that you guys were showing up, and it's like, well, this guy seems like he's about to pass out from exhaustion, and you two look super tired. Something's clearly chasing you. I might as well just get out.
I mean, yeah.
There's still soup. Let's just have some soup. Get some rest.
So where is the fort at?
Well, I assume you guys show them King the map and everything like that.
Well, they pull out a map. I pull out a bunch of maps that I also now have.
So many maps.
I still have all that shit that I wrote down from last time, which is a bunch of maps. It was on the list.
Those maps have more information.
Yes.
Yeah, because I took the important maps.
Yeah.
You guys, I left with whatever I didn't run away with.
Hold on a second, please.
Which is why the contrivance happened, to make you find out where King was.
No.
I mean, there was still only a 1 in 6 chance.
Sure. Assuming that the die roll mattered.
Yeah. Well, I
did.
think because the way it was implied was north was 1.
Yeah, pretty much. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Again, though, the implication that you're saying only exists in your head because it was never said which way 1 was.
Well, it's
Figure your
always
stuff
clock.
out, Rob. I'm just feeling dead air.
I know. It's not in the chat. It's not in the Discord. Excuse me. It's not in the Roll20 chat in the Discord. You see that map. I will attempt to post it.
This has way more detail.
So I pull out my scale model of the region.
Scale model of the...
It just pulls out an entire diorama.
I've been playing Warhammer on this, so be careful.
Yeah.
This Warhammer.
It's a two-handed weapon. 2 blunt ends on the other side.
Kind of weird though, you wouldn't know that.
I'll be fair, though, we don't know who's talking.
True.
Map,
map
you see... Okay. So, best as you can tell, the cabin is obviously not on this map, but you notice, like, well, actually, roll
it is. It's right here.
It is? Oh, I can't even see it.
It's clicking on the Roll20 map.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know. What would you be looking at?
Talking about the Discord map. Oh my god. So many maps. Maps on maps on maps.
Well, there's only one map that matters to the viewer of the stream or this
fair enough,
video recording.
Yep.
I'll try and get a copy of that map and post it on the
You literally drag and drop it.
I tried that, it didn't work.
I have so many things to say.
I
remember when we explained click and drag to Rob for about an hour.
Did it from there?
I tried that. It didn't really work.
No, I just mean clicking, dragging your token. Like an hour we taught him how to do that.
Anyways, on this hidden map from the people on the stream.
Okay,
how does this
it's
correlate?
Okay, it's uploading now. So the way it correlates, and I need you to roll a geography check, somebody.
None of us have that.
Hold on. No, you're correct. Sorry, Ilnam has half of all knowledge, not all knowledge.
Yeah, we determined that last time. Nobody's got geography.
Does, like, local work?
Closest I've got is local.
I'll take local.
Okay, let's all go for the local.
So, no,
I mean, my nature is the same as local.
Hey, there we go.
Ilnam does not have local.
The map.
So, if I was to superimpose the map...
Yeah.
be close to this. There we go.
Okay, so the fort is in this hex space, like these hexes. There's some camps up here.
Wait,
Those are
wouldn't Forville be over here somewhere?
Forville.
What's the name of the town that y'all came from?
Oh, Phaendar.
Phaendar.
No, it's not exactly 1-to-1. If you want, I can actually get it to 1-to-1.
It's not
Hold on.
square.
What is Forville? Forville is a thing in one of these games.
Forville is a character.
Forville is the character.
Played by
Forville is,
Justin.
There we
until
go.
he didn't.
Okay, I knew it was something.
Phaendar is where we started, and Long Shadow is where we went.
Yeah, Long Shadow is basically all the way over here. Like I said, it's not really 1-to-1.
Right.
That's like the river, the Black River there, and it looks like the scribbling maps are pretty accurate. Maybe they're off by a couple of squares, but what you notice is that with your what'd you roll? 15, 16?
Yep.
Okay, so the troglodyte cave is located basically, if you look at the map here, right here somewhere.
I keep shifting.
I stopped shifting it, so it's now a separate thing.
Here?
That's where it's located on that map, yeah. And yeah, again, like it follows the trajectory, about 6 days northeast to where this fort is. This fort is labeled Riston. Where you have the trolls labeled is another fort, Fort Nunder. And where you have a fort that has the question mark with the hobgoblins, the other fort that was there is Fort Trevley.
We never would have found the hobgoblin fort.
Well, that's where you suspect hobgoblins.
No, I'm just saying, if our base was right here before, right?
I have no idea how to spell those, by the way. I just guessed.
If our base was
close
right here
enough.
on the main map and where we wrote fort/hobgoblins, we would have been heading northeast. Now, you said our on this other map, our base is right here. So if we went northeast, we would have found nothing ever. So
Slightly northeast.
the relative positions on each map makes
Oh,
it...
slightly. I have it on the map over here. It's slightly northwest. Sorry about that.
So I'm saying, it's the opposite direction. We never would have found anything if we went for the hobgoblins.
Riston is close to correct. It's IN, not AN. Nunder's good. Trevley ends with EY. But yeah, your crude map and this map, with that together, you have a pretty good idea where these forts are. And you no longer really have to make checks to search for them, because that's what I was going to actually have you do when you get there, or in that area. So good job on that.
All right, now we can find the forts at least.
You know, unless somebody rolls double ones.
Unless that happens again, yes.
If you roll double ones again, I think I'm just going to have the big boss show up.
Is
How's
there a
that
dragon
sound?
out here somewhere?
Oh yeah, the one of them
Supposedly.
mentioned they've got a dragon that's not providing a whole lot of benefit to them, but it's a dragon all the same.
But to be fair, though, they get plus 50 to jump in the air, so...
Yeah, that's crazy. Alright, I guess we rest for a day and keep going this way?
Would you like a secret on those honor guard guys?
Yes.
They
cheating
were
on their wives.
They're
No,
level
they
18 monks?
not that high.
They're level 16 monks.
That's a lot closer.
Okay, well they had like 6 attacks. I gotta be around there.
Yeah.
I don't know how many Flurry of Blows adds, so If it's 2, I guess like 10 or something.
Yeah, they only hit with 5 of them.
True. They always miss 1.
Sometimes 2.
So they're not the best kind of monks then.
Itinerant.
Anyway, oh crap. There we go.
So we go northeast.
To the northeast. Okay, somebody roll a double d20 again, please. Do not roll 2 1s.
I got this one. I'll try it out here.
Yeah, Coriel has good numbers.
Okay.
Okay, well that's
not great, but at least it's not double 1s.
Quite almost average.
I mean, you're going here or here?
Here.
Oh, here. I'm sorry. Yeah, you first day like nothing. First like couple of days, nothing happens. So I'm gonna let you move twice. Pick your next spot.
I guess just north.
All right, and we'll follow this pattern, please. I'm assuming you're also eating and hunting and all that stuff while you're out in the wilderness.
Yep.
Do you want to roll to see what happens with the eating and hunting?
How's that?
Yeah, you find some good ringhorns to chew on.
This is my natural habitat.
You find some ringhorns to chew on. Nice and easy peasy.
Okay.
Go ahead, roll 2 more d20s. Who's next on the list?
Phaendar, you haven't done it yet?
Below average.
Move one space, please. Okay. This one will be an encounter if you so choose it.
If we so choose. Player agency? Never heard of it.
There's a clearing. And King's on every map somewhere. There's a clearing that you find like in the forest.
The Griffin Cave map?
Yep.
Yeah, this is the Manticore Cave map, but there's no cave this time. There's no cave this time. It's just like a little cliff area.
For sure.
We're just reusing maps a little bit.
Yeah,
I do have a few new ones though. The area here it's actually a little bit chilly today. The morning actually like rained, so everyone's like a little bit cool and colder and wet, which made navigating slightly difficult. But you are now in like this clearing. If you can please put your tokens on the right-hand side where King is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't worry. I'm not throwing level like 16 guys at you again.
How much did we heal?
You would heal. Auburn would have channeled at least like when you were resting, so you all would have healed up like full. So.
Okay.
Let's see. As you're going into this clearing area here, you actually notice a very peculiar sight. Roll of perceptions real quick, everybody. It's actually not a difficult thing to see, but it's very strange to you. Anton, in particular, you notice it. Near where the tree line, all the way to like this ridge area here, you see what looks like giant amber statues.
Ooh.
And upon closer inspection to them, you notice that there's like all sorts of manner of creature encased in the amber. It looks like, birds and, ringhorns. You see a couple of lizards. You also notice a few humanoids, and even a couple of hobgoblins.
Watch out for the amber.
What things encase stuff in amber?
Some kind of ooze, maybe. So what are these? These are like pillars of amber with stuff inside of them, or
yeah.
Okay.
Ancient Koreans.
How
do they look? They look like they're solid, or is it still soft?
Oh, it looks like it's like solid encased.
Okay, so it's like hardened amber.
You could probably break it if you really wanted to. Roll a nature check.
I got nature. 22.
Nice.
Yeah, you realize to weaken amber. It's almost as if sap has covered all of these creatures and things to weaken the amber shell, the coating on it. All you need is something alcoholic.
Call your dad.
What?
Good
Jokes.
idea.
The jokes.
So, but wait, they're just here in the middle of the ground. There's no trees or anything nearby. It's just random pillars of amber. Middle of a clearing with things trapped inside of it.
Yes. Actually, who rolled the highest perception?
Anton. With a
Anton,
27.
You notice that there. How close do you all get? Let me ask you that first.
No closer than 10 feet.
Yeah, 10, 15 feet at most.
So
we don't want another ooze situation happening here.
Well, if you can move yourselves to that spot, then you notice, Anton, that one of the ambers has nothing in it.
That is interesting.
What seems concerning.
What do you do? So, is Ilnam on the map?
No idea what's going on, so I didn't do anything.
You started moving out, and you've had a random encounter where you discovered a bunch of things encased in amber shells in the middle of the woods.
All right. Also, 3 or 4 days would be more than enough for my boys to catch up.
Yep, if they can find you, I believe they can.
Have any of us, heard anything about something like this or seen something like this before?
Yeah, what was the knowledge roll?
Nature roll. Well, you were doing specifically on that. This is a separate nature check, basically. Ilnam, is that Ilnam or is that King?
The first one was Ilnam, the second one was King.
King, you've heard of oozes known as ambergrims, that inhabit forests, where they just encase themselves and slowly digest and engulf travelers, and they leave their bodies behind as trophies.
Yeah, it's those flying whales vomiting up all over the forests.
So
it's an ambergris joke.
These are the.
I got it. I remember Futurama. I remember that Roseanne's
when you
Guide
say
to the World of Facts.
They leave things as trophies.
Mm-hmm.
What do those trophies look like?
Whatever they.
Because obviously they digest something.
It's whatever they.
Like a statue, basically, or is it like what we're seeing right now?
Basically, what it is the short version of it, as King would explain, and if you want, you can roleplay this. Is that they engulf you, paralyze you, and then encase you in the amber, so you slowly suffocate to death while slowly eating you.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever remains, as you are Suffocated is basically encased as a trophy, as a prize, almost like a stuffed animal on a wall.
What did it look like?
They're literally like amber-colored oozes, like giant sap piles.
So
No, I mean, what do the creatures that do that look like?
Please rephrase the question. What's that?
The creatures that do that, what do they look like? I think
Giant-
that is actually a rephrasing of the question.
They're basically giant amber oozes.
Okay, so not these things, though.
Oh no, they look exactly like this.
They look exactly like this.
So potentially each one of these individuals is a different ooze.
No, many of these are just like hardened
Or-
shells encased.
Okay.
Only one of them doesn't have anything.
That one must be hungry.
Okay, so that's probably the actual ooze.
Mm-hmm.
Which one has nothing in it?
Wait, why did we stop?
It's
It's just fucking weird.
Sure, okay, we saw it. Why are we still here?
I'd like to know which one to avoid.
Well, first thing we do is we take 10 steps backwards, and then we head 20 steps to the right, and then we keep going.
Unfortunately, it's not going to happen.
It could literally still happen. We could still take 10 steps back.
That is an action I'd like to take.
The amber grim that's right over here has nobody in it, and you see it starting. Yeah, and you see it starting to wiggle. And if you can please roll initiative.
Damn.
I mean, again, unless it has incredible movement, I don't see this mattering.
I mean, it could. Maybe it goes
Sure.
40 billion feet.
Them oozes, they're all known for their fast movement. Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
they're
no,
just-
the opposite of that, actually.
Yeah, they are just track stars, MVPs, really.
It might have
Haven't
another
seen
plus
faster
50 to jump.
ooze.
I've never seen people so afraid of oozes before.
I just don't see the
Okay,
point.
well, you remember what happened last time?
True, but that one you kind of just walked into it.
And
This one you see
Like-
coming.
Again, I just don't see the point, is what I'm saying.
I don't know. I'm just trying to mix it up a little bit.
No, you're pulling the, what are you, chicken card on us, and I'm just like, I have
Yeah.
nothing to gain here.
And you guys can run again. It's fine.
That's what I'm saying. But you're making me roll all of my initiatives. It's just like,
10
okay.
steps back.
You if you want, you can just condense them to Ilnom's initiative.
No, that
I
doesn't.
don't
That's
mind doing that.
actually contrary to beneficial, because you see, they all have improved initiative, and Ilnom does not.
Oh,
Oh, you could have just all of them on one turn.
yeah, you could just do that. Put them all on Scar's turn.
Why would I just do Hand's turn?
And I don't
Why would I
care
choose
who
the
you do it
middle
for.
of all options?
I don't know. I assume Scar was the best option. I don't
That
know.
was the first one you rolled? I don't know.
Like I said, they all have their own numbers. Sorry, I'm joking.
Well, anyway, Ilnom, you are first.
How did that happen? I have a +1 initiative.
Yeah, well, you rolled a natural 20.
Oh, right.
Well, technically,
Auburn-
Auburn's first.
Yeah, sorry about that. I must have
But,
not.
Say King rolled a 9, Ilnom
Yeah.
rolled a 21.
Auburn is first. She has her quarterstaff out. She's ready to go. And she will cast Bless. So everybody gets a +1 bonus on attack and saving throws. Now it's Ilnom's turn.
What does it look like again?
It's an amber cube,
Is it a cube or is it a slime?
or maybe a rectangle.
It's a slime. It's a slime.
Yes,
Okay.
the slimes are like
Slime.
oozes, jellies. Slimes usually have I don't know how to describe them, amorphous blob to them, not squares like cubes are. That's why they can
I'll,
travel the ceilings and whatnot.
I'll get a picture for you. Hold on.
I just remember old school, like D&D 2nd edition monster manual pictures.
Here, does this help? I'm putting it in the Discord.
Yeah, that helps.
That's fun.
And it's just shaking, you said?
Yeah, it's alive. It looks like it's moving over towards you now. Or it's getting ready to.
Alright, I'm done.
Oh, that was easy. Hand.
Done.
Sirach?
Yeah, I just walk away.
So if it's a thing with a skeleton, at least I have the option of gaining something from it, but I have nothing in the area that I care about. There's nothing I have to
Scar?
defend.
So Scar moves away, I assume?
Yep.
Anton.
Doing a run.
I'm assuming everybody's going to just
Everyone's
retreat
just
then?
walking away, and it's last
Not
in the
after
turn
last
order.
time.
All right, so boom, boom, boom. King goes. You see the Ambergrim slowly move. That's as far as it can go.
We could outwalk this thing.
Yeah, we really could. And I think we will.
And you avoid it. Good job.
No chances taken.
Maybe you'll run into them again.
Oh, I'm sure we
Maybe.
will. I remember that one thing you had chase us across the entire map and showed up at our base.
That was different.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Anyway.
let's keep walking across the whole map.
Okay,
To the north.
roll 2d20. Theda's up because he has not done it yet.
Buena?
2d20. Nice.
Okay. Pick your direction. Which way you going?
Again?
And you can move. Yeah, again.
Okay. I guess we go here.
All right. One more time. No, not the roll. I mean, like the direction.
There.
Okay.
I mean, we're just going straight to the fort.
Yeah, I'm trying to speed it up. Each hex is like kind of a day, and I do have a table here that will determine if you find something. Was that the next rolls?
I mean, if we want to. I thought you meant, roll again, not.
Well,
So.
then we'll use that because that one is something I need.
Okay, but what if we did? What if you rolled a natural 20 instead,
Then you'd be fine, and we'd go to a different map. This map, though, is a little different.
Yeah, you can see a blind
It's very
monk standing
red.
in the middle, holding one sword.
Yeah, just super red.
Somehow you become surrounded by bamboo shoots.
You
I think those are birch trees.
You enter an area in the forest that's unlike anywhere else. You know it's been cold, but it's not. And it is autumn weather. For the most part, but the trees here look like they're almost dead.
Almost, but not quite. That's what you
They
call the
kinda just
changing
look
of the
like
seasons.
birch trees to me.
Well, I know there are birch trees in the picture here, but we're trying to go with an effect here. Can somebody roll in nature, please?
That effect?
I
Birch
think
tree.
all our nature is Well, Il now might have better nature. I don't know.
+8.
Yeah.
That's all you.
Me and Coriel have +5.
In fairness, I believe King also has +8. No, I was wrong. King does not. I don't know what I was looking at with King.
Are we all making this check, or just one person?
Just one person.
To be fair,
fine.
we're all here.
You notice that a lot of the trees, like they look like they've been somewhat petrified, but many of them also have they look like they're sick. Some of them have like mushrooms growing on them. Others, you notice like little splotches all over where it looks like almost like tumorous growths of wood
Robert,
on the trees. Yes.
just not to interrupt you or anything. Is this going to involve a rabbit at some point?
I mean, it could.
All right. Maybe you should point this cannon at somebody else. Because again, I know things.
I'm kind of confused, but okay.
And he's saying don't pick him for whatever it is.
Basically, you just noticed there's like a lot of like a lot of the trees look like they're sick and almost like blighted in some kind. Who has the local knowledge?
Probably me. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be me.
Also,
I heard about this though, right? There's a blight like in the north of the forest.
Yes. And some of the characteristics of this blight in the north of the forest, this kind of looks like that almost. But what it's doing like down south here, with like this patches of area, is very unusual to you. See something.
Do we know any specifics on this blight? Like, is it just killing off the trees, or is it actually like making people sick? Is it producing some kind of poison?
maybe it's a tree virus.
You've heard a lot of rumors regarding the blight specifically. Nothing ever concrete. Many people say that it is a magical blight that was caused by wizards like centuries ago. Others believe it to be like something that the gods have like cooked up just to fuck with people. Others believe it might be the Fae that are like causing the blight to try and kick out any survivors in the forts here. The most persistent rumors, however, focus on like wicked Fae from the Unseelie court, which is like the evil Fae courts and all that stuff, that seem to be pushing for it. And you do know stories of like many humans and dwarves, especially the dwarves from Kraggadon, doing everything in their power to stop the blight, or at the very least contain it. Supposedly there are magic rocks and that are up north in the forest somewhere that are keeping the blight from spreading it even further. But this kind of throws that in the face a little bit to you.
It's a fun little spiral pattern in the rocks I just noticed.
Yeah.
Can you place your tokens, please?
Where you think we came up from, like the south?
Yeah, I'm assuming the south.
Yeah, we came from the south.
And if I can ask, is there any other checks or any other things you want to do while you're here with the trees or anything else?
That's how lazy my humor's gotten. Insert Spaceballs joke.
Combing the forest?
No. I need to The bark, you dummy!
Oh, Anton's casting mage armor. Just in case.
I thought there was an investigate, but I guess not. Yeah, can I just
Oh, if you're going to investigate, could be a knowledge or perception or anything like that.
perception just to see if there's anything that stands out on these trees. Actually, no, I'd rather do perception. My profession woodcutter, I haven't put any points in a while.
Both of you. Ooh, that's a natural, right? Anton notices like sort of like the tumorous growths on a lot of the trees, and you notice like mushrooms like almost pouring out of them, like it's like bleeding almost. Some of the mushrooms are as big as your fist, and they are like hanging off the trees or like just going down the line of the bark. Coriel, you notice, however, like where those like tumorous growths are, especially on like the larger, more deader trees to the south and to the west here. There are these tiny sticks in each of them that are like sticking up. At first glance, it looks like it's like maybe a branch that couldn't grow or just was very lame. But upon second glance, you notice that the sticks themselves actually have almost look like a very small fletchered arrow.
I'm gonna pluck one out of one of the little things to take a look at it.
You pluck out one of the sticks; it snaps quite easily. You notice at the end of it is a like almost like it doesn't look like a thorn, but it's kind of like the shape of one. And the arrow itself is fletchered with like very small, like blackish colored feathering.
Tiny arrows with black feathers. I'll show it to Auburn and see if this is anything that she's come across in the woods before.
Knowledge. You're gonna roll her survival on this one. She's never seen this, but but the size of it implies that it maybe been like a small creature that shot it. So, like, do you know any small creatures that can shoot stuff like this? She actually asks you that.
Oh God, what was it that we what was it that we came across? Was like pixies or something that we came across at the fort?
The pixies.
There was also a tiny man in a suit of armor who was holding a gun that one time.
Yeah, but there was that tiny man that we all saw in the middle of town.
I mean, Goriel, you're the one that kind of brought the pixies here.
Yeah, on that scale, yeah, that was when we
along with Orvel.
That was when we went into the woods.
If you recall, the pixies and the puka, and the harpy. You don't know where the harpy is, but you know the pixies and the puka. They're still back at the caves, as far as you're aware.
Oh, they followed us? Okay.
They've been kind of following you. They haven't really been doing anything, though.
Well, at least they lived.
I mean, this could be the work of a fae. You're not sure, based off that knowledge.
The rocks do kind of make like a symbol. Does it seem familiar at all?
Yeah, it's from Naruto.
Okay, aside from Naruto.
It's a village hidden in the leaf.
Okay. Obviously, but aside from the weeb shit.
The world.
Are there any gods that have a spiral as their symbol?
No, not that I know of, at least.
So.
I'm gonna warn you right now. The rocks are not a.
They mean nothing. All right, great.
Yeah,
the rocks are as important as the birch trees are. So what's left on the map that matters?
bunch of orange leaves.